Hello, in this video we're going to replace the bulbs in this climate control. This came out of a 2007 Dodge Ram 2500. Customer sent it in and said all the background lights are out, so we're gonna take a look at that and replace them today. First we need to get it apart. Looks like it's just clipped together. We need to get sliders off, get the knobs off. Usually these Dodges you got to turn them that way to pull them off, because they got like a little locking hub here. It's got to line up with this in here, so you always turn it all the way to defrost on that one and all the way to high speed on that one to get them off. Now it looks like it's just a six latches, I guess, locks. I'll just kind of wiggle this apart. Try to anyway. There we go. I always keep them turned upside down so nothing comes flying out at me. Okay, there we go. Put the face aside. Interesting. Got 3 bulbs. Move that. They appear to be just surface mounted bulbs with blue cap. Looks like someone ruined that one. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be a green color or what, like most of the Dodges. So regardless, we got to get the bulb out of there. Okay, these look like 5mm surface mounted bulbs. There's only 3 of them, so shouldn't be too bad. Let's get them off of here. Just heat up the solder right there and you can kind of peel it back. Heat the other side. Pull it off. Do the same thing. This one's not going to be as easy to get to, although not too bad. Heat it up. Pull it off. And last but not least, heat this guy up. Pull it off. Now, let's see here. If we can get the bulb off of this holder. Well, is it melted on here or what? And I got a funny feeling I got to take the filter off first. See if we can get this filter off of here. Use a little alcohol here. Usually you can make these things slide right off unless it's melted to the bulb. And it just disintegrated. Okay. Well, I don't know what color it's supposed to be. I'm going to guess it's going to be the greenish color, like most Chrysler. Getting this thing off the stand's the fun part. There we go. And let's see here. Well, that seemed to have broke. What the hell happened? Ah. He already broke those off. I think someone tried to fix them himself. Okay, let's see. Now, throw all these in the bag for the customer. Always send back the old stuff so they know I actually replaced it. Bad thing is I didn't check the voltage first to see exactly how many volts is coming out of these. Shoot. I had to figure that out here real quick. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out the voltage here. Okay. See, ground. Ground's going to be pin number 2. They're numbered 1 through 8, 9 through 16. So we got 16 pin connector. Pin number 2 is our ground. And let's see. We need panel lamps, which is number 8. Should be the last one here. Should be the only 2 we need. Let's give it some power. Okay, get the volt ohm meter here. You can't really see it there, can you? Alright, let's get some power to it and see what we got voltage wise. So we're at 13.4. So that's at least a 12 volt bulb. Yep, they're all the same. Okay, so we can shut that off. Just needing to get some bulbs for it. Okay, I got some bulbs here. They should do it. See if we can get them in this little thingy-mabob here. Get the fit down in there, all right. Yeah, this might be fun. Not much here to solder to. See, that thing actually wrapped underneath. Okay, that bulb's wrapped under. Let me see here. Yeah, come here. Okay. Got the cap back on. I just used a little alcohol to put the caps on the bulb. Alcohol works well. I use 99% alcohol, as you can see here. I get this off of Amazon. The reason I use the 99% is because it dries pretty quick. That way you won't have any liquid left behind. Let's see. Now I find solder. I'm going to wait for my iron to reheat here. I let it sit too long. Okay. This is a quick chip solder flux. It makes things, or the solder, stick a lot better than not having it. I won't hardly do any soldering without it anymore because it really helps the solder to stick to what you want it to stick to. Here, that one's on. Looks good. Take this next one. Get it in this little sleeve. I think I'll put the cap on first before I try to bend those legs around. It kind of help hold it inside there. Just gotta slide the cap on and get it to go over the plastic so it holds. Come on. There we go. And bend the little legs over. You don't need much, so you can cut it off pretty close to the edge. Tuck it under. Bend this one over. There we go. Get that one under. And here comes the fun part. Me and my big hands trying to get in that little spot here. Let's see. A little solder. Seems pretty good. Okay, let me get those out of my way, I think. Pliers again, or my pliers, tweezers. See if I can get in here good enough. And last but not least, okay, those all seem to be in there pretty good. Let's get the stick out of here. Come on. Release. There we go. Okay, I found the problem. There was an extra ground that had to be hooked up. Apparently, if you put a load on that circuit without the extra ground, they don't come on. Now we can just turn it on, and there you go. All three lights are on. We just got to put it back together now. I gotta remember how it goes back together. There, gets pretty easy. Get it out of this thing. Put the front back on. Just snap tight. Knobs back on. There's one. Gotta find the other one I just dropped. Okay. That knob back on. Slider pieces back on. There we go, got them back on. Now we can turn off the light, turn on this, and there we go. Good as new. I'll put a link in the description if you want us to fix yours for you, or if you want to buy the bulbs and do it yourself. I will have that in the description for you. Thanks for watching.